You are listening to Viewpoints from PlaceCloud. Cultural researchers tell stories of places from around the world. For the full multimedia experience and to support the creators you enjoy, visit placecloud.io.
We're standing outside the church of St Alfege in Greenwich, a handsome building completed to a design by Nicholas Hawksmoor in 1714, on the site of a much earlier medieval church. Now, had you been here in early 1012, you would probably have been able to see the river. Greenwich Pier and the Cutty Sark are only 100 metres or so from here, obscured by modern buildings. You would also have been able to see a forest of tall masts, furled sails, and brightly painted carven prows clustering around this convenient bow in the river. A Viking fleet was moored here, waiting over the early winter months of 1012, as they attempted to extort £48,000 in silver from the English in the walled city of London just upriver. That fleet, and the horde of fighting men who crewed its ships, were led by a fearsome warlord by the name of Thorkel the Tall. Thorkel was a ruthless man with great ambition, and in this case he had some additional leverage. The previous year, in 1011, the same fleet had arrived at Canterbury and kidnapped the archbishop, a man named Ælfheah, who they planned to ransom. Now, I suppose one can imagine that spending the winter months hanging about in Greenwich with nothing much to do must have been a wearying experience. Cold, damp, and dark for much of the time. It's no wonder, really, that the Vikings tried to find whatever entertainment they could. Unfortunately for Ælfheah, however, that entertainment came at his expense. On one fateful occasion, after some sort of feast or other, the Vikings took to throwing cow heads and bones at their captive archbishop. A game that ended when a Viking named Thrum brained their unfortunate hostage with the blunt end of an axe, sending his holy soul, as the chronicler put it, to God's kingdom. The same chronicler went on to explain that the Vikings involved, as one might have guessed, were very drunk, because there was wine. Ultimately, the archbishop's body was reclaimed by the English and taken for burial at the Church of St Paul's in London. But at the spot where it was believed he had died, a church was later built, and this church stands on exactly the same site, at the heart of Thorkel's Viking camp, the place where Archbishop Ælfheah met his end.